What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode. So today I want to do a 2023 update on these two BLACK+DECKER unit that I've been using for the past year, 2 years now. So this one right here on my left hand side, I've actually had it for probably 2 years now, 2.5 years now. That one right there is about a year. I bought it because I like this unit so much, but as you can see, the physical difference is very different. I have already done reviews for these already, comparison, but this video, I just want to do an update, see the longevity of the unit itself, because when you buy this, it's kind of an investment, right? So I want to make sure that everyone understand how long they can keep these units for. Is it still cold? What's my thoughts on these units after 2 years. As you can see right here, I've already have them already set up, one in each window unit. Now, if you haven't seen my other video, these two units right here, the way they are mounted, it's slightly different. So let me just show you real quick, okay? So on the left-hand side right here, the model number for this BLACK+DECKER unit is BPP05WTB. That's the model number for this one. It's unique in terms of the little flap that comes up whenever you power the unit on. So it keeps your living room, your bedroom, wherever you have this thing installed, looking great. All right, on my right hand side here, this is the BLACK+DECKER model number BPACT12WHT. So this one right here, it, as you can see, has the grills right in the front right here. That one right there is all concealed. So that's the difference between this unit right here and that unit right there. Also, this one right here is a little bit beefier. I don't know if you can really see it in the video, but it is a little bit slightly beefier. The reason why is this is a 12,000 BTU unit, and it also has heat in it as well. And yeah, so there's a big difference between this one and that one. That is an 8,000 BTU unit. Let me just talk about the mounting point real quick. This unit right here that has the little flap, the mounting point is round. You see that? To the window, it's round, and then the entire hose goes in, and that's round as well. Now, on the 12,000 BTU unit, this unit right here, the mounting point to the window is actually oval. Right there, and then going into the AC unit is round. So what essentially I want to point that out is because the oval design is actually, to me, is a better design. It's updated, so it takes less room in the window. See that versus that right there? Now what that does though is that the airflow is limited compared to the round one over there. All right, so give and take depending on how you like it. I actually like the oval one a lot better. In terms of the mounting point to the AC unit, this one right here, you literally just pop this thing up like so. The mounting point is actually a twist. So you see this is lock and unlock right there. You twist in order to lock and unlock this thing right here. Not sure if I can do it with one hand, but yeah. There we go. Unlock. Then you snap it in like that to lock. It's pretty tight on there once you get each one of them on. Okay, so now let's talk about the aesthetic really quickly, because obviously if you're looking at these two units, the aesthetic is very different, and I want to point that out. This one right here, as you can see, there's no LCD at all right here until you turn it on. See that? Beautiful design. Everything about this is beautiful. This right here is pretty much the standard AC that you would see out there, where the grills, you can move it up and down, just like your car AC unit, you know? You can move it up and down. And from the control perspective, you can see there's nothing here right now, but there you go. By the way, the lowest it goes is 64. The lowest that this one will go was 61. So now let's talk about, in terms of the LED here, okay? This is very legible. you know, it's blue on black, so you can see it really well. This one right here, there's a lot of glare on it whenever you turn it on. I know it looks cool, but if, let's say, you're in front of a window like this, which you usually will because you have to hook it up next to a window, there's going to be glare on here, and it's going to be hard to see that number. So just an FYI on that is that this one right here, functionally, it's better than that one, but that one aesthetically looks better. In terms of both units, I'm not going to go in too much details about it, but they both have dehumidifier. They do AC, obviously, and they run on fan. When I say that one's set at, you know, 61 versus 64, that kind of stuff, it doesn't mean that one is colder than the other at all. I actually have another AC unit where it goes all the way down to 60. But when you measure the temperature, it actually goes to like 55. So those numbers means nothing. It's like the AC in the car where you crank it all the way, the AC all the way down to low, right? The thing says low, but really it doesn't mean anything. It's just that I want the maximum cold air coming in. So don't worry about the number too much on that one. It's just going to be quote unquote cold. That's all. So now, this one right here does not have heat built into it. The 12,000 BTU over there does have heat built into it. I'm going to say this, you probably don't need the heat functionality. To be honest with you, I bought the heat functionality, have never used it once because my heater actually never goes out. So I never really used it. So, you know, if you're going to save some money by not getting heat, go ahead and do that. I don't think you're going to use these units during the winter time, mainly because look, you have to open up the window, right? So the cold air is going to be coming in too. So anyway, take it for what it's worth. I have this thing also as a heating unit and never used it once. Okay, so last but not least, I just want to talk a little bit about the remote. The two remotes are very different. I actually don't use the remote very much. I just go up to my AC unit and just kind of press the button. But the one thing I want to point out is that the 12,000 BTU unit right over there, the remote is always on. I'm not sure if you can see or not, but if you look really closely here, you see that there's a little indicator right on top right there on the top left hand. Yeah, so that the remote is actually always on. I'm not sure why they need to do that, to be honest with you, but the 12,000 BTU unit, yeah, the remote is always on, even if the AC unit is unplugged and all that good stuff. So it's gonna keep draining your battery. Just an FYI on the remote, okay? This one right here is completely off until I actually press a button to turn it on. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Okay, so next off, what I want to do is I want to measure how cold each AC unit is. I'm going to turn it on, let it run for 2 minutes, and then I'm going to use my little tool to measure how cold each one is after 2 minutes. All right, so let's go ahead and do it. Okay, so it's been about 2 minutes, so let's go ahead and measure this. I want to measure the one on the left first. This is the 8,000 BTU. I'm getting a reading of 55 for the 8,000 BTU over on the left there. I'm getting a reading of 54 degree on the 12,000 BTU on the right hand side right there. These are set to their lowest temperature, by the way. Here 52 to the one on the left. See, that's what I'm talking about. Even though this thing is set on 61, it's measuring at 52. You know what I'm saying? And on the right hand side, 52 as well. So they're both, in terms of how cold they are, they're pretty much the same from a thermometer standpoint. Yeah, so 52, 53 over there on the right. So yeah, guys, in terms of, you know, 8,000 BTU or 12,000 BTU, they get cold really fast. Now, how much air they push out and the ability to make a room really cold, that's where the BTU is going to kick in my opinion. I use I use this one right here in a master bedroom that's, you know, bigger than a regular room, and the 8000 BTU was able to handle it just fine. But if you feel like you want your room to be colder quicker, I would say 12,000 BTU is the way to go. Obviously, you know, that model right there, you can get it in an 8000 BTU as well. No problem there. Okay, so there you go, guys. That's my 2023 updated test for these two units. Even after 2 years, it's still very, very cold. It goes all the way down to 52, 53 degrees. And so yeah, I would say they're worth the long-term investment if you are looking to get this and keep it for a long time. In terms of which unit I should go for, honestly, I've used these interchangeably off and on. There isn't really a difference in my opinion. The only thing that I would say is that if you're thinking about getting an 8000 BTU, go ahead and see if a 12,000 BTU is available for a little bit more, because with that you can power a bigger room and keep it cool longer. So just an FYI on that, think about it. That's the only thing that I would say, is that add a little bit more to it and get the higher BTU. But in terms of like window mounts and things like that, both to me, now that I've done it for 2 years on these, they're pretty simple. Once you've done it once, you figure it out. Yeah. Storage space, once I put this back into the box, they both take the same amount of space. It doesn't matter if it's 8000 BTU or 12,000 BTU. So yeah, so that's my thoughts on it right there after 2 years of using this, guys. I hope you find this update useful. I will see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.